that the Earth is flat, but if you're doing doing triangulation, you do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth, presuming flat Earth, you get then we can do triangulation, but we have to presume that the Earth is flat. But if you're doing doing triangulation, you do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth. It's about the distance and about the angle to the GP. So you can draw it on your chart, draw a line there, and then you do it for all three, and you get your intersection. So it is actually triangulation. You can draw a triangle, solve the triangle, and know the angle. You do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth, and so we can do triangulation, but we have to presume that the Earth is flat. But if you're doing doing triangulation, you do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth, presuming flat Earth, you get then so yeah, I don't know you,
but like say it was in court, right? And you showed that video of him describing the problem that he's in. That could make him a liar from this point out, right?
Yes. But what does that change? They're all like that.
They're not liars. See, they're not liars.
From the point that he recognizes and verbalizes the problem he faces, from that point forward, you don't say it's lying.
No, he's too stupid to realize it.
You have to presume that the Earth is flat. Doing triangulation, you do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth.
Hamlin's razor.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Now, you can say that he's too stupid to realize it, but if he's able to verbalize the problem, can you use stupidity as a defense at that point?
Well, I'm not using it as his defense. I'm just telling you that he's too stupid to realize it.
No, you're missing the nuance of what John's asking you. If he literally details that which you say he's too stupid to understand, at the point that he verbalizes it, would that not be an understanding recognition by verbalization?
No, because he's using words that he doesn't know their meanings.
So you're saying even though he's verbalized it, he still doesn't understand it?
Yep, exactly.
Exactly? I couldn't disagree with something more.
I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't know the depths of the retardation. I can't believe you don't realize this.
No, gives them too much credit, I do. On that video where he disclaims the problem, verbalizes it and stutters around it, right? He was in the comments doing the same thing. So, I mean, it's not like I can deny it. His actions speak to that. But can you understand my exasperation in this regard, QE? You're literally telling us that someone can stand in front of you and detail something to you, and then after they've detailed it, somebody off to the side, you, QE, says, yeah, he didn't understand a word he just said, though. Yeah, he verbalised it to you to the point where you could understand it. That doesn't mean he understands it, though. That's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. You got it. Yep.
Hang on. What QE is saying
by memory doesn't mean you understand it.
What QE is saying is definitions of words. So when he says, when these anti-flat earthers use the word line or straight, and to them it means curved, then you're speaking a different language, and they're confident that it's not the same thing we get. So we're saying, wait a minute, that line is straight. No, to these guys, because definitions aren't important, it means curved. So they're within the spell.
I understand. So you're saying with QE, from a Socratic point of view, they actually don't literally understand what they say, even though they can say it. Their meanings are different. You wouldn't agree with them if you tried to define terms with them on a Socratic level after they made the statement.
You do this with students, Nath, yeah? So when you're testing their knowledge, yeah, they might be able to regurgitate the passage, phrase in relation. But then you'll take it another step further and test their understanding. And I think that's what John's saying. They might have the ability to regurgitate the text and say it, but actually, is there any understanding of the implications of what they said? Probably not. They're just able to regurgitate it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. There's a term for this. There's a term. So the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah. Right, because it sounds like you're saying that they've learned to speak this phonetically, like that there's no comprehension behind it.
Well, yes. It's memorization. It's how you learn something in school that you don't understand just to pass the test, right? Some people can do that.
You can test that. Just ask them to paraphrase their understanding back to you. You can test that.
Yeah, but they got other stuff ready to put in its place. That's what I've been doing
for the past 7 years.
But they got
okay, so that's how you test. You've already tested. Well, what did you find out from the tests that you've been doing?
That they're all retarded. Every single booger-eating MCTOON, McBooger-eater, he's one of the high echelon fuckwits that doesn't even understand the words coming out of his mouth. Did you hear the numpty clip with him?
Yes, I did.
State this one. You ready, John? Gases are solid enough.
That's a quote.
That's hilarious.
Wait. Somebody said that?
Yeah, two.
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
What the hell did you just say?
I think the sun is a physical object, and I think it is solid enough.
Say what?
Yes, a gas giant bounces radar.
How in the world can a
gas giant
be
solid enough?
You dumbass cracker!
Calling all cars. We have
numpty dipshit.
All cars, please assist. All cars, please assist.
Nathan gives him too much credit.
The idea that someone can state the problem, see the like have trouble articulating it because at some level they have to have be able to see the problem to stumble around the problem. It is the only reason I bring it up. Like, why are you stumbling around it if you don't understand it at some level? But
because
I see your point.
Because you don't understand the depths of the retardation here, because you have this generalized look out on humanity and you give them a certain level of intelligence, right? We all basically do that because you're thinking, well, he's a human just like me. He understands, the simple concepts. No, that's your biggest fucking mistake with these ballers, because they are so far below just the baseline, basic reasoning skills of a human. I'm telling you. How many examples should we just play all my numpty clips?
I don't think it has to do with their lack of intelligence. I think they're being dishonest.
Huh? That's where we started, Dyslow.
No.
But that's
Can I just give the best example?
If Dyslow hasn't caught up with this, then that means there's going to be someone in the audience who hasn't. So this started with John saying they're just dishonest. At the point that he recognises the problem to the point where he can stumble and verbal his way through it, that means he understands it. He wouldn't be saying it if he didn't. He couldn't verbalise it unless he did. That's John's argument. Refracted curvature's argument. Quantum Eraser's response is, no, they're just retards.
How many examples do you want? Have you guys been paying attention for the past 7 years?
Can I give the best example yet, please?
On,
John, the best example, gases are solid enough, didn't do it for you?
No, I didn't.
Obviously, they're not keeping up with the numpty clips.
Remember in January 2020 when you heard a certain argument and you went, oh no. Well, you know the way the rest of them didn't do that. Well, why is that?
Well, I didn't take into account that they may have learned their responses phonetically. So they're basically tape recorders or parrots. And so they don't have any understanding of the words they're using. So in the original argument that I stated, I didn't take that into account.
So based on that, how would that be any different for Toon?
You know, that's always been my point.
And on its surface, it sounds like a huge stereotype fallacy. And I can understand that with people. It would piss me off because it really frustrates me when people say they and encapsulate everyone. But this is a special case that I've experienced in 7 years. There isn't a single baller above the depths of the retard level. I have tested every one of them that I've run into. I haven't run into a single one where they weren't baseline full retard.
I bet you could parrot off some of their quotes. So we'll just for a warm up, we'll start with the one that we've had already. So MCTOON.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah, gases are solid enough. End quote.
There you go.
Right. Gem Panda.
Gem Panda. Oh God, that's a catalog.
I never asked the question.
What do you mean I was begging the question? Hold on.
Yeah,
what do you
Neil
mean?
got there first. Sorry, hold on, Kiwi. Go on, Neil.
How could I be begging the question when I haven't even asked the question?
That's what I was going to do.
Conspiracy cats.
The container.
Shit. The second law of thermodynamics only applies to energy, not matter.
Rumpus, air is not the atmosphere.
You don't ask him and give the quote. You don't understand the rules, Neil. God.
I couldn't help myself.
You do a triangle on the surface of flat Earth, presuming flat Earth, you get then